Poultry industry in India is one of the fastest growing industry, which includes chicken, ducks, turkeys, quails, swans, guinea fowls, peafowls, pigeons, and they are kept by human beings for meat, egg and manure. Among all the above poultry, only chicken is popularly established by the Indian farmers. Indian poultry industry has a remarkable success story. Indian poultry industry is 5,000 years old. Generally, it is believed that all domestic breeds of modern poultry have originated from red jungle fowl, that is Galas galas. India and neighboring countries are considered to be original home of jungle fowl, that is Galas galas, from which all domestic breeds of modern poultry have originated. Over years, the poultry industry have undergone a series of changes in its structure and operation. It has grown into one organized, scientifically oriented and technologically driven industry within the last 4 decades. Broadly, the poultry industry in India consists of two groups like unorganized and organized groups. Similarly, Indian poultry sector has evolved through 3 major phases: traditional, semi-commercial and commercial. Traditional system of farming was regarded as backyard business where small-scale farmers raised the chicken for self-consumption and occasionally sell excess at neighborhoods or at local market. They are unorganized, keep a small number of chicken. These unorganized traditional chicken keepers are mainly uneducated, backward rural village people of India. Due to lack of veterinary services awareness, good quality inputs, adequate infrastructure, they cannot achieve their optimum level of productivity. By the continuous effort of state and central government, their knowledge, skill and technique in chicken rearing have developed, and most of them have switched over to adopt semi-commercial and commercial poultry farming. The people who have their own land and money switched over to large-scale poultry farming in India by adopting sophisticated, specialized modern technology through organized, semi-commercial and commercial method. Nearly 70% of the total output of poultry industry is contributed by organized sector and the remaining 30% from unorganized sector. Due to advance of poultry industry, marketing, breeding, education and research, exports, different poultry development program by government, credit and insurance facilities, active developmental support from state and central government, high per capita income growth, international collaboration with private sector, changing food habit into non-vegetarian, contract farming and rapid urbanization, there is remarkable growth and progress of poultry industry in India. Poultry industry in India was mainly a backyard venture before the 1960s and has been changed into an exciting agribusiness with an annual turnover of 1.25 lakh crore. India is the third largest egg producer in the world after China and United States of America and fourth largest broiler producer. As per 2020 census, the population of poultry stood at over 851.8 million in 2019 across India, while this number was about 525.8 million for livestock in the same year. Between 2012 and 2019, poultry population grew at an exponential 16.8% compared to livestock only 4.6%. The total backyard poultry in the country is 317.07 million in 2019, increased by 45.8% over previous census. The total commercial poultry in the country is 534.74 million in 2019, increased by 4.5% over previous census. Among the livestock sector, poultry industry contributes 1.25 lakh crore, accounting for about 1% of the national GDP and 14% of the livestock GDP. The Indian poultry sector with 7.3% growth in poultry population, annual growth of about 6% in egg, 10% in meat production, 8.35% in broiler production over the last decades among all the animal-based sector. The two major types of chickens are found in India, egg-laying hens and broiler chickens. One produces eggs and other is raised for meat. Eggs of chickens supply nutritive food and its protein contains essential amino acids for balanced diet and protective food for human beings both in rural and urban India. Eggs are good source of protein, minerals and vitamins. It has higher protein value, digestibility coefficient of protein and protein efficiency rate. Unfertile eggs produced on poultry farms have been accepted as vegetarian food. 1 dozen eggs can be obtained from 2.2 kg of feed, provides more food at low cost. 4 eggs can meet the full requirement of animal protein in diet of adult human. The chicken meat has low concentrations of cholesterol and saturated fat, which is very beneficial for health aspect and has no religious tab. The chicken meat can be obtained within 6 weeks of rearing and 1 kg body weight of broiler is obtained from 2 kg of feed. Both eggs and meat of chicken play a very cheap source of food and nutrition in rural India. But in urban and cities of India, people are eating meat and egg of chicken in various attractive ways. Poultry is offering employment to over 6 million of people in rural and urban India. It has tremendous potential for expansion and employment generation. This sector can absorb competent manpower at a rate of above 6.5% per annum. According to ICR Vision 2025, an increase in per capita availability of one egg will generate 50,000 more jobs. It provides employment to those who are engaged in production of eggs and chicken meat, hatchery operators, feed dealers, building materials, egg cases and trucks, processors of egg and poultry products, and all dealers engaged in marketing of eggs and poultry meat. It will solve gender issues in employment since the poultry operations can be handled with cash by both men and women. In spite of such progress, the average per capita availability is still 73 eggs and 3.4 kg of poultry meat against the required level of 180 eggs and 11 kg of meat per annum. In spite of spectacular growth in poultry industry during last 2 decades, a huge gap exists between availability and need of poultry products. Therefore, to meet the domestic need, it is required to increase meat production 6 times and egg production 10 times in India. So, as far the future of Indian poultry industry is concerned, it seems to be highly encouraging provided certain limitations are removed.